Everything that works in the post spawn is a more of a natural kind of presentation, especially in this clear water scenario. One of my favorite things to do, I haven't got to do it a lot lately because the conditions haven't set up right, is like if I'm flipping, I'll flip that like a big stick bait, yum dinger, wigged with a racky hook, 25-pound test line in the bushes, just like I would a jig. And that's really effective, especially when you're on a lake that has a big population of fish and you're trying to go from catching 3-pounders to 5-pounders. It can be really effective. Any questions so far? Carolina rig, split shot rig and weightless. I told you guys, I play around with a lot of new stuff. That's one of the things, and I get to visit the same lake, so I get to try a lot of techniques. And I take people fishing that I trust. You know, I get in the front and I'll have something on and I'll tell him, hey, you get back there and try this. I'll tell you, one of the fish catchingest baits that I've ever seen is just like you take you don't see the weights on Kentucky Lake the first week of May drop to 15 pounds. The reason they don't, because those guys are out there on those ledges waiting for them to get there. And when they get there, they catch the heck out of them, okay? So what I'm trying to say here is the next time that you go fishing in the post-spawn situation and you're not catching those females, those bigger, those 4 to 6 pounders, the chances are they could be deep. Now there's going to be a few hanging around up there on the bank. Those are your loners that's going to be out there. But a lot of those bigger fish are going to move out there really deep. And then what happens? And I'm going to use this region, for instance. Say we're at the 1st of June. No, the middle of May, water's 70 degrees. They move out there 35 foot deep. They're going to stay there about 2 weeks. Okay? You get in the first part of June, and then you're going to start seeing on your electronics, you're going to start seeing a thermocline develop. And it's going to develop relatively shallow, like 15. And that's going to be the trigger that's going to put these fish to the shallowest they're going to be all year long. They're going to move right there even with that thermocline or above it. So are you guys with me? They went from being as shallow as they're going to be on the beds to right after they spawn, the big females are going to move out there really deep, and they're going to stay there. They're going to stay deep until the thermocline establishes itself. So what's going to happen is middle of June, that thermocline is going to be 15, and you can pretty much add every 2 weeks 3 to 5 foot. So the end of June, 1st of July, your thermocline is going to be 18 or 19. August, which is kind of one of your tougher months, that's when the thermocline gets down there to that 25 and 30. And then what happens in September, October? Turns over, and we start the process back over. So anybody have any questions over that? Because I know I confused the heck out of some people. But I kind of contradicted myself on starting what I was going to say about the funk and what to use and stuff like that. There can be, I don't think it's so much as a funk on the bank, like the fish don't want to bite, as a pressured situation. There's more baits in the water that time of year. There's more trolling motors going over their head. So you may have to downsize. There is a definite factor in switching the flipping baits. I'll guarantee you that because I've got a lot of experience in doing that.
It's Mike Iaconelli. This is Bass U TV.
Here's what's awesome about Bass U TV.
You get the top instructors.
You will learn things at Bass U that you will learn nowhere else.
We take the mystery and the myths out of bass fishing.
Real tools that help you catch more fish consistently.
At Bass U TV, shoes are optional.
And I like turtles.
And that's why you want to check out Bass U TV.
Join the Bass U family.
Welcome to Bass U TV.